Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and if I told you that I was going to be showing you one of the coolest scout trailers you had ever seen, you'd probably be like, nah, no, you're probably not, and then I'd be like, but wait, you haven't seen it yet. So, the trailer in question is Pogrim's Overlanding trailer, and it's super cool, super interesting, and while it is designed for roleplay and other sort of, user-created scenarios, it can be used functionally in a campaign playthrough as well, which is why I chose to show it on one of the Yukon maps today. So as you can see, we're going to be using a stock truck, the Lodestar, and we are also going to be turning off the tracking markers for that contract, because I don't want y'all to have to be, like, staring at a bunch of contract markers as we move through the map. So with that being said, here it is, the Warlord Caravan. It's a very interesting looking setup, and it really has that look that really screams, I'm gonna go into the middle of nowhere, and I need someplace to live for like a freaking month. Now, the detail in this trailer is amazing, but you know what's also really amazing about it is it's not just the detail. The way it, like, is literally, we just threw it behind a stock truck, right? We threw it behind a stock truck, and it said, okay, and that's why I wanted to use a stock truck, because, I wouldn't say most, but a lot of modded trailers require a certain type of pulling truck in order to kind of, function properly, whereas this is like, oh, you want to throw me behind a Lodestar? Okay, like, it's super okay with it. It's super okay with whatever you want to use to pull it, even if that happens to be a stock in-game truck. Now, if you do want to use it in a functional manner, there are repair points in it. As you can see, the Warlord Caravan, 600 repair points, which is awesome. Now, let's see. Do we have, my source, Warlord Caravan, also 150 units of fuel, which is, again, not bad. And those numbers, 600 repair points and 150 liters of fuel, I mean, that is pretty standardly in line with what would be balanced for stock vehicles. It's not like you're dealing with something that has, 10,000 liters of fuel right behind you. I mean, you do still have to keep an eye on what you're doing. Now, the cool thing about this trailer, though, is that because it was designed to go out into the wilderness, it's obviously going to be a little bit higher up and a little bit less prone to high centering than a lot of the standard in-game trailers. And the cool part about that is that technically, if you wanted to use it for, like, standard gameplay, right? If you wanted to use it for objective-based campaign mode gameplay, essentially what you have is a really cool-looking support trailer, right? Like a really cool-looking fuel and repair trailer. Now, if you were going to use it for roleplay, I mean, obviously the scope is so much wider, and the possibilities are off the charts, really, when it comes to that stuff. But as you can see, as we get into some more tricky terrain, I mean, we're literally climbing up a rocky waterfall right now. We're doing this with a standard Lodestar, and it's able to pull it, and it's able to pull it impressively so. So I think that's one of the reasons also why I wanted to use a standard in-game truck for this test, because, when you see a trailer that's supposed to be fairly balanced in favor of standard vehicles, I mean, you normally would want to test them with a stock vehicle. Now, a lot of his images for this thing are with the Yar, and I think if you're going to... We're having a lot of trouble with this rock now, aren't we? Let's see if we can actually, like, make something happen here. But, hey, there we go! Used that loose rock for a little bit of a boost. But will it grab us and hold us back? Most likely, because that's what the loose rocks do in this game. They literally cause pain, and that's about it. Come on, Lodestar! I'm trying to work my way around it, but it doesn't want it. Oh, man, it does not want it. Well, if you were curious as to how much this thing weighs, I mean, that might be one of your answers right there, because we cannot make this. I'll tell you what, you little trick. Little trick. Okay, walks right up, see? Bring that guy along with the winch. There we go. And then as soon as you get just to where you're not struggling with it anymore, all you gotta do, if it gets close enough, No, attach, thank you. It was like, you want to attach winch, right? And I'm like, no, I just want to attach the trailer. Now, like I said before, a lot of his promotional page shots for this trailer show it being pulled with a Yar. And I do think that a Yar would be a really good choice for pulling this thing. I mean, the Yar is definitely one of the more high-powered in-game trucks. Like, as far as if you're talking about standard in-game trucks that could rival, honestly, like, rival some mods, the Yar is absolutely up there. I mean, the Yar is a beast. We all know how much of a beast the Yar is, but, oh man, that looks so good. It's such a cool-looking little setup. It's such a cool-looking little trailer. Like, you can't not like this thing. I mean, at least, like, from a aesthetic standpoint, I think it suits the game super, super well, and I really do think it actually kind of fits into that ecosystem that they were looking to create in SnowRunner, because, and also, the whole reason why I painted this Lodestar orange and took that DLC paint job off is because this thing has a little orange stripe paint job on it. And am I the only one that's thinking Tron when I look at this? I hope I'm not the only one, because if I'm the only one thinking Tron when I look at this, I might feel a little weird. But with that all being said, let's carry it on down the trail and see how this thing does when you put it into some even more intense trail scenarios. Now, like I said before, I'm sure it would be able to go farther if you were using a modded vehicle that had, you know, a little bit more power, a little bit bigger tire, a little bit more capable suspension, but I wanted to keep it, like I said, a little bit more on the balanced side of things, and that's why we went with our little Lodestar, which, of course, we have beans inside, and a very strange horn, might I add. Now, as we go up the hill, I do want to say that one of my biggest things with this truck is the fact that, sorry, not even this truck. Wow. Whoa! Mistake. One of my biggest things with the trailer, if I could English, is honestly the fact that you never really feel like it always reminds you that it's there, but the only times where it ever feels like it's really, like, pulling you back or, you know, kind of, like, making your truck struggle is in scenarios where you feel like it realistically would make your truck struggle. Although, I've got to say, I'm surprised at how eager this Lodestar was to get up that hill with this trailer behind it. I mean, we're stress testing the heck out of it right now, and I don't think it's going to get through here. I mean, I would be blown away if the Lodestar got through here with a trailer behind it. I mean, you're not really going to be... Oh, wait, what the heck? Oh, I was like, what did I attach to? I shouldn't have attached to that. Like, in no way, shape, or form was that a, like, or should that have been a acceptable winch point. However, just the fact that we've gotten this far already, ow, is really dang impressive. Let me see if I can take this route. I know this is going to scrape up my fuel tanks a little bit, but... oh, it's going to scrape up my fuel tanks a lot, actually. Oh, and it's going to scrape up my engine, and then everybody's going to be... oh, dear. Yeah, I have a feeling now that if I continue to try to go this route, I might end up pulling a Hammond. And I really don't want to at the present moment in time, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a shortcut that probably isn't a shortcut and will probably get me into loads of trouble. Actually, oh my god, if you can't make it up that rock crawl section, bruh, just come over here. Come over here, this crap's easy. Like, what the heck are you doing? Come over here, you're good to go. You can literally just cruise up the freaking mountainside. Okay, didn't know this was here. Glad I found it, and I will definitely be using it in the future. If you're having trouble getting up to that watch point on flooded foothills, just freaking go this way. I mean, what the heck? You're good to go. And then if you wanted to inch back over here, you could probably fit between those trees. Although, I gotta say, I don't know if I want to do that. I think I want to go up this way, because if I go up this way, there might be a chance of me finding a really cool vantage point that I've never seen before. Look at those mountain views, though! God, the expeditions you could go on with this setup are amazing! They're intense, too, man! By the way, I'd just like to state that this thing has not started to sputter out yet, and we are way further outside the playable area than we should be. Way further! Hold up. Let me try to make a bit of an adjustment. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my... What? Bruh. Somehow, I get the feeling I'm not supposed to be here. Oh. Yeah. About that whole not supposed to be here thing. I think I was right. Oh. Because, see, the world just sort of cuts off right there. The world says no. But I'll tell you, I don't know if we could find a more perfect backdrop for this setup if we tried. It's so freaking cool. Like, we've literally adventured to the actual edge of the Yukon. We are legitimately in the actual edge of the Yukon, and I could not be happier. Like, I could not be happier to look at this from this standpoint. I mean, first of all, I did not think we were going to make it up here with this. I'd just like to let that be known, because I feel like us making it up here with this setup is like, first of all, that wasn't supposed to happen. Secondly, the fact that we even figured out that we could get up here wasn't supposed to happen. And third, we're going to launch this crap down the mountain. Or at least we're going to launch it. Oh, God, there goes the trailer. The truck wasn't going to roll over, and then the trailer was like, yeah, you're coming with me. Oh, my God. Oh, tumble, tumble. Ooh, Hammond, help. I love how the truck was like, after we hit the tree, the truck was like, funk. And I'm like, okay, Hammond, I've wound up in a troubling scenario. Yeah? Troubling might be a word. Troubling might be a word that I would use to describe it. However, I hope you guys enjoyed that look at that trailer. I know I enjoyed checking it out and showing it to you guys. I may or may not have to use another truck to go and rescue it. The rescue might be a little bit unconventional, but if y'all enjoyed this video, then let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.